On this video, we are going to explain the current and future possibilities between India and Peru. At first, one of the most representative agreements that integrate both countries is the Pacific Alliance that was formed in 2011 between Peru, Colombia, Mexico, and Chile. It's an integration platform with the Asia-Pacific region that motivates economies of 49 observers, including India, interested in Latin American countries. In 2016, the possibility of Peru of joining the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership was discussed. The trade, which involves 16 Asian economies, of course, in India, one of the main actors. Between 2016 and 2017, 63% of Indian exports of goods were only due by Peru, Colombia, Brazil, and Chile. Indian companies acquired large quantities of copper and precious metals from Peru, where the majority of support has been from private companies managing the exploit trade and investment in goods. At the beginning of 2017, Peruvian members announced the beginning of negotiations to sign a bilateral FTA with India, which will include tariff, technical barriers to trade regulation and resolution, investments, and movement of people that will be the tourists from both countries. The beginnings of these negotiations want to achieve the formation of an area of easy and free trade, being Peru a country committed to global integration some time ago. Peru is one of the most advanced Latin American economies. It means that they have communication system and technological capabilities, which make easier e-commerce operations and advanced trades. The group AGA of Peruvian origin has managed to introduce to the Asian markets. Its majority has been India. Its product, Big Cola, in the year 2010, competing from the price and an innovative advertising focused on the millennials.
India and Peru have set the summer of 2017 as the starting date for negotiations on a bilateral FTA. There are two main reasons for this urgency. At the same time, the Modi government in India has demonstrated its willingness to undertake bold reforms such as the aforementioned subnational fiscal harmonization. This junta of pragmatic and reformist leadership in much of Latin America and the Caribbean, India, has not yet been resolved. Thus, 73% of India exports of goods in 2016 and 2017 went only to Brazil, Colombia, Peru, and Chile. These four countries account to 41% of India's merchandise imports from Latin America. In the following discussion, we examine in particular India's possibilities in its largest export markets in Latin America, among which is Peru. Around 100 million Asians consume Big Cola, a soft drink made by age group from Peru. These Asian consumers are mostly from India, but also from Indonesia, Thailand, and Vietnam. Peru, however, lags behind the more efficient economy of the Pacific Alliance. A similar time is needed to complete fewer startup procedures there than in India. Chinese investment in the region has followed the pattern of manufacturing commodities. Trade relations with the region. Peru is now trying to follow suit and has launched negotiations towards a trade agreement with India in 2017. Due to the lack of depth of this mechanism, sectors such as the food industry, textiles and clothing, and vehicles continue to be subject to high tariff limit trade flows. In the agricultural sector, there has recently been a trend towards so-called superfoods or products with high nutritional content. There are new improved varieties of fruits, including pistachio, passion fruit, and grapes.